Hello everyone. I welcome all of you to the 20th session of the course Energy Law. In today's session, we will examine the role of foreign direct investments in the energy sector. Let us quickly recap what we have covered in the previous session. In the previous session, we examined the new frontiers in trade and energy governance, covering carbon border adjustment mechanisms, hydrogen economy, critical minerals for renewable technologies, climate clubs and decarbonization alliances, and developing countries and energy justice. In today's session, we will examine the role of foreign direct investment in the energy sector. Foreign direct investment has long been a cornerstone of global economic integration, but in the energy sector, its importance is amplified. Energy projects are capital intensive, technologically complex, and strategically vital for national development. In the 21st century, as economies transition toward low carbon pathways, FDI plays a dual role, financing traditional infrastructure, oil, gas, power grids, while driving investments into renewable energy, green hydrogen, battery storage, and critical minerals. The energy transition is reshaping the patterns of international investment. Global capital is shifting away from fossil fuels and toward renewable technologies and digital energy systems. In this backdrop, we will examine the global trends in energy FDI, followed by drivers and determinants of FDI in energy. Then we will examine the domestic regulation of energy FDI in India. Then we will move on to the concept of green FDI, and we will examine the energy transition in the background of green FDI. In the later part, we will examine the challenges in attracting sustainable energy FDI, and finally, we will examine the relationship between FDI and technology transfer. Now let us examine the global patterns and emerging trends in energy FDI. The global landscape of energy-related foreign direct investments has undergone a fundamental transformation over the past decade, shaped by the accelerating energy transition, climate policy commitments, technological innovation, and geopolitical realignment. The interplay between decarbonization goals and investment priorities is redefining not only where capital flows, but also what kinds of projects attract it. The global trends include decline in fossil fuel FDI, surge in renewable energy FDI, energy technology value chains, and regional shifts and friendshoring. Let us examine the decline in fossil fuel FDI. The era of large-scale fossil fuel investments is gradually receding. Since the 2015 Paris Agreement, global investors have been reassessing exposure to coal, oil, and gas assets due to several interlinked pressures. One of the major aspects is that of standard asset risk. Long-term fossil infrastructure such as pipelines, refineries, or coal plants faces declining profitability as global demand peaks and carbon pricing expands. Another significant aspect is that of regulatory uncertainty. We may note that net zero targets and tightening emission standards have raised compliance cost and shortened asset life cycles. Other factors include investor pressure and climate litigation. Sovereign wealth funds and institutional investors are divesting from fossil fuel projects under ESG, environmental, social, and governance mandates. We may also note that increasing climate-related lawsuits against both states and corporations have heightened the legal and reputational risk of carbon-intensive investments. For instance, several oil and gas exploration projects in Africa and Southeast Asia have seen delayed financing due to banks' decarbonization commitments. Multinational energy firms are now rechanneling capital into renewable and low carbon ventures to align with shareholder and policy expectations. Let us examine surge in renewable energy FDI. Renewable energy has become the fastest growing destination for cross-border investment. And according to UNCTAD's World Investment Report 2024, clean energy projects, especially solar, wind and hydropower, accounted for over 30% of all global greenfield investments. States like India, Vietnam, Brazil and Kenya have attracted substantial FDI through transparent auction mechanisms, stable regulatory frameworks, and strong demand growth. The surge in renewable energy FDI is not just a climate imperative, but a developmental opportunity, creating new industrial ecosystems and employment in emerging economies. Let us examine the significance of energy technology value chains. FDI is increasingly targeting technology-intensive segments of the energy transition. The traditional focus on generation assets is giving way to a broader interest in manufacturing and innovation-based investments across the clean energy value chain, such as battery manufacturing and critical minerals, smart grids and digitalization, and green hydrogen and ammonia. The diversification signals that the future of energy FDI is as much about technology as it is about generation. Investors are looking for ecosystems that combine clean energy, innovation, and market access. Regional shifts and friendshoring are also worthy to be noted in this context. Global investment patterns are being reshaped by geopolitical realignments and the desire to secure resilient energy supply chains. The twin shocks of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine conflict accelerated a movement toward friendshoring, relocating production and investment to a trusted or politically aligned country. In this context, we may refer to examples such as the EU-India Trade and Technology Council and India-Pacific Economic Framework aim to coordinate green and digital infrastructure investment. We may also note that ASEAN countries are positioning themselves as regional hubs for battery manufacturing and EV assembly. Now let us examine the drivers and determinants of FDI in energy. Foreign direct investment in the energy sector is influenced by an intricate web of economic fundamentals, regulatory certainty, political risk, and institutional quality. Energy projects, whether fossil, renewable, or hybrid, require large long-term capital commitments, and therefore investors assess both commercial viability and policy credibility before committing funds. The determinants that broadly shape investment decisions in the global and regional energy landscape are regulatory frameworks, market liberalization, investment incentives, access to infrastructure and finance, political and macroeconomic stability. A transparent, predictable, and stable regulatory environment is the single most critical determinant of energy FDI. Energy projects are exposed to multiple layers of regulation, tariffs, land acquisition, environmental clearances, and licensing. Investors require assurance that contractual and policy commitments will remain consistent over time, especially where revenue recovery depends on long-term agreements such as power purchase agreements. Market liberalization and gradual dismantling of energy monopolies have been transformative for attracting FDI. Over the past 2 decades, many countries have shifted from state-controlled energy systems to market-oriented frameworks, opening opportunities for independent power producers and public-private partnerships. Competitive wholesale markets and transparent auction mechanisms for renewable energy procurement, such as India's Solar Park Scheme and South Africa's Renewable Energy Independent Power Producer Procurement Program, demonstrate how liberalization attracts international investors. Fiscal and financial incentives remain important tools for attracting energy sector FDI, especially in emerging markets seeking to develop domestic clean energy industries. Governments employ a combination of direct subsidies, tax concessions, viability gap funding, and blended finance to catalyze private investment. Key incentive mechanisms include tax benefits and accelerated depreciation, production-linked incentive scheme, green credit and carbon pricing, and public-private co-financing. Another important determinant is that of access to infrastructure and finance. Energy projects depend on enabling physical and financial infrastructure. Investors assess the ease of project implementation, including access to transmission grids, ports, logistics, and skilled labor. States that integrate infrastructure planning, financial innovation, and skill development, for example, through energy clusters and special economic zones, tend to attract sustainable FDI inflows. The political and macroeconomic stability forms the foundation of investor confidence. Without it, even the most favorable legal or fiscal regimes cannot attract sustainable energy FDI. Energy investments are long-term projects with payback periods of 15 to 25 years. Political instability, weak governance, or macroeconomic volatility can quickly erode profitability and investor confidence. We can also see that these determinants are mutually reinforcing. A competitive tariff regime is meaningless without political stability. Generous incentives cannot offset weak infrastructure. And liberalized markets require effective regulation to ensure credibility. Successful host countries manage to combine these elements into a coherent investment ecosystem, aligning FDI policy with long-term energy and climate goals. In the current global context, where energy transitions, geopolitical fragmentation, and sustainable development agendas intersect, investors increasingly favor jurisdictions that combine economic opportunity with institutional reliability and environmental responsibility. India presents one of the most dynamic and liberalized FDI regime in the global energy sector, with differentiated rules for renewables, hydrocarbons, and atomic energy. In the power sector, FDI is permitted up to 100% under the automatic route in generation, transmission, and distribution projects subject to sectoral regulations. Nuclear energy remains under the state control. The Atomic Energy Act 1962 reserves ownership and operation of nuclear power plants exclusively for the government and government entities. Foreign participation is limited to technology transfer, equipment supply, and research collaboration, and not equity investment. India's production-linked incentive schemes for solar photovoltaic modules, advanced chemistry batteries, and electric vehicles promote domestic manufacturing capacity while indirectly encouraging FDI through joint venture, technology partnerships, and supply chain integration. Let us also see the significance of policy instruments and investment promotion. The National Infrastructure Pipeline, Renewable Energy Investment Promotion and Facilitation Board, and Invest India collectively streamline project approvals and enhance investor facilitation. States such as Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, and Rajasthan have developed special investment zones and green corridors that further attract foreign investors. Let us also examine the renewable energy finance in financial year 2025 in India. Annual foreign direct investment addition in renewable energy amounted to USD 4 billion in 2025, a 6.3% year-on-year increase and highest ever inflow into the sector. Since financial year 2023, foreign direct investment in the renewable energy sector have consistently remained above the USD 2.5 billion mark. The renewable energy sector accounted for 8% of India's total FDI inflows in financial year 2025, slightly below the record high of 8.5% in financial year 2024. FDI in renewable energy stood at USD 554 million in quarter 4 of financial year 2025, down from USD 1352 million in the previous quarter. However, it remained significantly higher than FDI in power sector, which stood at only USD 31 million. In financial year 2025, annual FDI into the power sector stood at USD 1.4 billion, slightly below the USD 1.7 billion recorded in the financial year 2024. These figures are showing the increased capacity of the renewable energy sector in India to attract foreign direct investments. Let us examine the relationship between green FDI and the energy transition. As the global energy transition accelerates, the focus of foreign direct investment has shifted from merely increasing capital inflows to transforming the nature of investment itself. States and investors alike now assesses not only financial returns but also environmental sustainability, technological contribution, and policy coherence of energy-related FDI. The concept of green FDI, foreign investment that directly supports low carbon development, has become a central pillar of sustainable economic policy. Green FDI plays a dual role. It mobilizes capital for decarbonization while transmitting technology, managerial expertise, and global market access essential for clean energy transition. The significant aspects are renewable energy and clean infrastructure, hydrogen economy, critical minerals, and carbon capture, utilization and storage. As we have discussed, greenfield investments in solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal energy dominate current energy FDI trends. FDI is also supporting the enabling infrastructure such as smart grids, electric vehicle charging networks, and energy storage systems. Also significant is the emergence of hydrogen economy. Hydrogen, particularly green hydrogen, produced via electrolysis using renewable energy, represents a new frontier in cross-border energy investment. Major investment initiatives are underway in India, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Chile, and Namibia, targeting both domestic decarbonization and exports to markets such as the European Union and Japan. In the emerging hydrogen economy, FDI plays a catalytic role not only in capital mobilization but also in standard setting, technology diffusion, and international market linkage. The significance of critical minerals is also on a rise. The rapid scaling of renewable energy and battery technologies has ignited global competition for critical minerals such as lithium, cobalt, nickel, and rare earths. These resources are indispensable for electric vehicles, grid scale batteries, and wind turbines. States like Indonesia, Chile, and the Democratic Republic of Congo are attracting foreign direct investments to expand extraction and refining capacity in their mining sector. As countries seek pathways to decarbonize, hard to abate industries such as steel, cement, and petrochemicals, FDI in CCUS technologies has gained prominence. Multinational firms are investing in capture hubs, carbon dioxide pipelines, and underground storage in regions such as North America, North Sea, and the Middle East. Incentives and tax credits are also offered. The US offers 45Q tax credit, while Norway and the United Kingdom introduced dedicated funding mechanisms for CCUS infrastructure. Let us examine the various challenges in attracting sustainable energy FDI. Despite the global momentum toward low carbon investment, countries, especially in the global south, face a complex set of legal, policy, and institutional challenges in attracting and sustaining foreign investment in clean energy. These challenges lie at the intersection of climate ambition, national sovereignty, and investor confidence. The various challenges are policy volatility, energy nationalism and security screening, climate policy consistency, equity and energy justice, dispute risk, and regulatory chill. Predictability is the cornerstone of energy investment. Yet in many countries, frequent policy shifts, abrupt withdrawal of subsidies, or delays in payment mechanisms have created uncertainty. For long gestation projects like renewables, policy stability and institutional credibility are often more important than the level of incentives offered. The geopolitical importance of energy infrastructure, grids, ports, critical minerals, has prompted a resurgence of energy nationalism and tighter FDI screening mechanisms. Advanced economies such as the United States and the European Union have expanded scrutiny over foreign investments in critical energy assets. Several states restrict the foreign ownership in power transmission, oil exploration, or nuclear sectors on security grounds. Balancing energy security with investment openness is therefore a delicate policy task for both developed and developing economies. As countries strengthen the climate commitments under the Paris Agreement, inconsistencies between climate policies and investment protections are becoming increasingly visible. There is a growing debate about excluding fossil fuel investments from protection under bilateral investment treaties or the Energy Charter Treaty, following investor claims against states phasing out coal or oil projects. Sustainable FDI must be consistent with nationally determined contributions and net zero pathways. Aligning investment, trade, climate policies reduces legal friction and enhances credibility in the eyes of foreign investors seeking predictable carbon regimes. This evolving interface between climate policy and investment law will likely to define the next phase of international economic governance. Another bigger challenge for developing states is that of equity, energy justice, and developmental balance. Developing economies face a profound energy dilemma. They must expand energy access and industrial capacity while simultaneously reducing emissions. A fair and inclusive transition requires investment partnerships that do not merely extract profit but build local capacity and resilience. Another bigger challenge is that of dispute risk and regulatory chill. Investor-state arbitration under treaties like the Energy Charter Treaty or bilateral investment treaties can create regulatory chill where governments hesitate to adopt new environmental or climate measures for the fear of investment claims. Another bigger challenge is that of dispute risk and regulatory chill. Investor-state arbitration under the treaties like the Energy Charter Treaty or bilateral investment treaties can create regulatory chill where governments hesitate to adopt new environmental or climate measures. Another bigger risk is that of dispute risk and regulatory chill. Investor-state arbitrations under the treaties like Energy Charter Treaty or bilateral investment treaties can create regulatory chill where governments hesitate to adopt new environmental or climate measures for fear of investor claims. The challenge lies in protecting investor confidence while allowing states to advance ambitious climate and energy reforms. Future investment frameworks must promote responsible dispute resolution, ensuring that climate regulation and sustainable FDI can coexist without mutual restraint. In the context of clean energy transition, FDI links global innovation networks with domestic industrial ecosystem, helping developing economies march toward sustainable technologies and practices. FDI is a key channel for technology diffusion in clean energy. Multinational enterprises play a central role in the global diffusion of renewable and low-carbon technologies. Foreign firms investing in solar, wind and bioenergy bring cutting-edge technologies and project management skills that enhance local capabilities. FDI in energy efficient industrial systems, smart grids, and battery storage helps accelerate adoption of digital and green technologies. Under the TRIPS agreement, developing countries may use flexibilities to promote access to environmentally sound technologies. Environmentally sound technologies include renewable energy systems, energy efficient processes, and pollution reduction technologies. And local manufacturing incentives can help domestic firms climb the green technology value chain. Multilateral development banks and climate funds, for example, the Green Climate Fund, can complement FDI by de-risking private investments in developing economies. The World Bank's Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency and the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, they offer political risk insurance and blended finance instruments that attract private investors to higher risk developing markets, but also a facilitator of technology transfer, knowledge diffusion, and capacity building in the energy sector. Let us conclude our discussion. FDI in the energy sector stands at the intersection of economic globalization and climate governance. It finances the infrastructure of the energy transition, but also tests the limits of international investment law and domestic regulatory autonomy. As nations pursue decarbonization, the challenge lies in designing investment frameworks that attract sustainable capital without compromising public policy space. The future of energy FDI will depend on how well global and national legal systems reconcile investor protection, environmental integrity, and energy justice. A forward-looking approach requires predictable and transparent regulation, integration of sustainability goals in investment agreements, and support for technology transfer and inclusive participation. Foreign direct investments, if properly governed, can thus become a catalyst for a just and equitable global energy transition. Let's see what's coming up. The upcoming week will explore the legal framework and dispute resolution mechanisms established under the Energy Charter Treaty, with a focus on its role in governing cross-border energy investments. The week will examine key arbitral cases, evolving interpretations of investment protection standards, and recent controversies surrounding state withdrawals from the treaty in light of climate policy commitments. Thank you.